Hey friends, what's good? What's up? Welcome back to my channel. I always say this. Hello if you're new here. My name is Chanel. I'm your resident movie watching BFF. This is my reaction and commentary channel, the channel where we watch movies together and I let you know what's going on in my brain the whole time I'm watching them. And I like to do it with a special eye on the filmmaking, I'll say, because that's the most fun for me. And don't forget to stick around to the end of one of my videos where we will do the IMDb movie trivia together. Behind the scenes is where it's at. I am on purpose trying to make this one of my shortest intros on record because today's video is going to be Blade Runner from 1982. I'm going to be watching the final cut. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm going to be watching Blade Runner, the final cut from 1982. I know zero things about this movie. I know Ridley Scott and that's it. And I'm a big Ridley fan from, I think, Thelma and Louise. My patrons have told me it's pretty ahead of its time. It's a masterpiece, blah, 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 blah. This is the point in my video where I will thank the members who sit on my $15 tier on Patreon. If you want to join them, link in the description box below. Those amazing folks are Cody, Christopher, Courtney, Reef, Martin, Ethan, Tom, Heavy Chonga, David, Burwinkle, Brian, Sean, Grizzmore, Daniel, and Jason. Thank you guys so much for supporting me just that much extra. But without further ado, let's just get right into Blade Runner, the final cut from 1982. Harrison Ford! Blade Runner. Blade Runner. I'm just trying to see what I get from that. You're a runner of a blade. Daryl Hannah, cool. Robot evolution has been advanced, virtually identical to a human known as a replicant. I don't like this. In the off-world colony, replicants were declared illegal on Earth, thank God, under penalty of death. Well, special police squads, Blade Runner units, okay, they're the cops, had orders to shoot to kill upon detection of any trespassing replicant. This was not called execution, it was called retirement. Whoa! Oh, that's a great opener. 2019? This is pre-pandemic. Those look incredible. The fact that this is 82 is going to blow my mind for sure. Am I going to start feeling bad for the replicants? Like, am I going to just feel for one of them and get really sad when it has to die? Love a past rendering of the future. And the future is now our past. I live for that. This looks incredible. I'm expecting this color scheme to last throughout this movie. We'll see if it's a trend, but it's very blue. Very washed out, very blue.
I already had an IQ test this year. I don't think I've ever had one of these.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Now answer as quickly as you can. You look down and you see a tortoise, Leon. It's crawling towards you.
Tortoise? What's that?
He's like, this is gonna be difficult.
Its legs trying to turn itself over, but it can't. Not without your help.
We're trying to test it to see if it's human or a replicant.
The test designed to provoke an emotional response.
Do you have emotions?
Shall we continue?
I'll fail. I don't have emotions.
I'll tell you about my mother.
Tell me about your mother. I am always saying something dumb when something exciting happens. Harrison.
He say you under arrest, Mr. Decker. He say you Blade Runner.
Tell him I'm eating.
Captain Brian Stoker.
He's under arrest for being a Blade Runner? I was under the impression that the Blade Runners are upholding the law. Oh, Han Solo, you would bring the noodles with you. I don't know if I have a restored copy or what, but this is freaking beautiful. And my screen is pretty high def, so this has to be restored.
You wouldn't have come if I just asked you to. They jumped the shuttle off world, killed the crew and passengers.
Delicate work, my friend. Wow, it's a little chicken.
There was an escape from the off-world colonies 2 weeks ago. 6 replicants, 3 male, 3 female. That's Leon. The only way you can hurt him is to kill him.
What do they want out of the Tyrell Corporation?
It's a real question, huh? What are they doing here? Risky for them to come here.
Incept date 2016. Combat model. Optimum self-sufficiency.
Roy's younger than me.
Foreskin job is Pris. A basic pleasure model. A standard item for military clubs in the outer colonies.
I feel so annoyed that I'm gonna forget these faces.
So they built in a fail-safe device.
Which is what?
4-year lifespan.
Oh. Loving it. Putting all the questions in my brain. Seems like he took the gig, you guys. It's so crazy because it's I feel like it has to be computer generated. There's no way. But it looks real.
Do you like our owl?
Was not expecting that.
It seems you feel our work is not a benefit to the public.
Replicants are like any other machine. They're either a benefit or a hazard.
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
No.
But in your position, that is a risk.
Try her.
It's too bright in here. All right, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
They're giving her like a 1950s femme fatale sort of look, which is funny because we're in the future.
You're watching television. Suddenly you realize there's a wasp crawling on your arm.
I'd kill it.
She's answering before he's presenting her with the question.
Come across a full-page nude photo of a girl.
Is this testing whether I'm a replicant or a lesbian, Mr. Deckard?
Just answer.
Would you step out for a few moments, Rachel?
She's a replicant, right?
She's a replicant, isn't she?
I'm impressed.
20, 30 cross-referenced.
It took more than 100 for Rachel, didn't it?
She doesn't know.
She's beginning to suspect, I think.
Suspect? How can it not know what it is?
She doesn't know she's a replicant.
We create a cushion or pillow for their emotions, and consequently we can control them better.
Memories. You're talking about memories.
They're giving replicants memory to sort of make it feel real. I don't know. They always get the commercialism of the future correct. Do you guys notice this? It's always advertising. That's the one thing that's evergreen. Would not be touching the gunk inside of a tub. Just saying. Ew. I don't even touch my own tub. Don't know what that is. This motherfucker is a sculptor. Photos of something. He's scary.
Did you get your precious photos?
Someone was there.
Police? Men?
Is this them saying this is a replicant with memories? Also, I'm not really sure about location. These replicants are trying to kill? They're out for vengeance, right?
Incept dates.
Don't know. I don't know such stuff. You Nexus, huh? I design your eyes.
Oh, Nexus.
Sebastian, he take you there?
Sebastian who? Where would we find this JF Sebastian?
Okay, Sebastian is going to take them to Tyrell. I'm still doing a lot of thinking about what they actually want and what they're doing here, but they seem to want to meet their creators.
I wanted to see you, so I waited. Let me help.
Do you think she knows? She looks like Judy Garland, don't you think? Young Judy Garland, obviously.
It's me with my mother.
Yeah? Remember when you were 6? You remember the spider that lived in a bush outside your window?
Implants.
Those aren't your memories. They're somebody else's. They're Tyrells. I made a bad joke. You're not a replicant.
No, really.
I'm sorry.
A replicant who cries. I think I found the replicant in the movie that I'm going to feel bad for. Is the twist he's a replicant? I don't know. This would be kind of one of those movies to hit me with that. I want to know. Can we fast forward? Oh, that's Daryl, right? Hey girl, missed you. Your hair's crazy. I was going to say that this movie feels a bit timeless, as in could have been made in any year, right? This could have been made for me, 80s, 90s, whatever. But what is sort of dating it is this score right now. And obviously it's not a bad thing, but I would place it in the 80s because of the score.
Hey!
Babe.
What's your name?
Pris.
Mine's J.F. Sebastian.
Hi.
Hi.
Sebastian. That's Sebastian. And then Pris is a replicant, I'm pretty sure.
I'm hungry, JF.
I got stuff inside. You want to come in?
I was hoping you'd say that.
What the f? These replicants want to kill? They want revenge. She's going to do something to him.
I make friends. They're toys. My friends are toys. I make them. It's a hobby. I'm a genetic designer.
Genetic designer.
Home again, diggity dip. Good evening, Jay.
Evening, fellas.
What is going on? Who are you? Or are you in like revolution garb?
I'm sort of an orphan.
Oh, what about your friend?
Gorgeous space though, gorgeous.
I'll let him know where I am tomorrow.
Beautiful. Love it. He matched that angle, Ridley Scott. The angle of his face is the same angle as the camera right here. Is he having a memory of a unicorn? Guess we could have never planned how flat screens were gonna get.
Track 45 left.
Another arm?
Stop.
Are you serious? It's a great quality photo. Ooh, figuring out a little bit of a mystery. Down.
Fish?
Yeah, what is it? A scale?
Not fish. Snake scale. Rai Abdul Ben Hassan. He make this snake.
A manufactured snake? Like not a biological snake? No, appears to be the snake maker. Chinatown, he said. Is this China, not Japan? I can't tell by the characters. I'm trying to look. I think it's obviously a fictional place.
You ever buy snakes from the Egyptian, Taffy?
All the time, pal.
Pal.
I had people walk out on me before, but not when I was being so charming.
That's not my kind of place.
Go someplace else.
I think this is not the first time I've said it, but future depictions of humanity, there's a lot more smoking than ended up true, which I think is pretty funny. They were like, these are definitely here to stay.
I'm from the Confidential Committee on Moral Abuses.
I need to wash off my body glitter. Give me a min. I need to wash off my rhinestones. What is this? A brothel? Burlesque type something? She knows he's lying about who he is. Oh, that might be a replicant. Excellent jacket. So much coverage provided. 10 out of 10. Where do I get one? Her hair is pretty 80 too. Fluffy.
Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk.
I feel like this is where he gets his first kill of the movie. Is she a replicant?
Yes.
Oh, she's like bleeding like a human.
B26354. Ciao.
I want noodles so bad.
4 more to go. Come on, Gav, let's go.
3. There's 3 to go.
Rachel disappeared, vanished. Didn't even know she was a replicant. Something to do with a brain implant, says Tyrell.
Is he trying to save her, the one? He said there's 3 left, and that guy goes, no, there's 4. I thought it'd be much clearer when they die that they're replicants, but that woman bled like a human.
How old am I?
I don't know.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Time to die.
Oh, girl, you have just made yourself very valuable to me. Thank you.
Shakes? Me too.
I'm not in the business. I am the business.
She knows. We're gonna have to like research in the IMDb trivia her production. Wow, her costume design, because it is so. Looks like they're doing like a housewife thing for her. I don't know.
What if I go north? Disappear?
Yeah, what if?
Would you come after me?
No. No, I wouldn't. I owe you one.
I know why the movie changed their pupils. It's for us. But in real life, if you could see it in their eyes like that, they would not be having Blade Runners. They're making it very easy.
The incept date. You saw them?
They're classified.
Did you ever take that test yourself? Deckard?
I want to see him take it. I think he might be a replicant. It'd be the perfect way to hide, even from yourself, if you were a Blade Runner. I cannot wait for the second Blade Runner. I want to watch it so badly, like immediately. Is he gonna have a love affair with a replicant? Guys, are they? Huh. I guess I'm supportive.
I can't rely on...
Say, kiss me.
Kiss me.
I'm just like, does she want to do this? Or maybe it's like a sexual fantasy to be like, listen to me, do whatever I say. I'm pretty big on consent, you guys. I'm pretty into it. I have 1,000 questions about this man and his comrades, but I'm just going to keep it in. I'm going to keep watching. Okay?
My glands, they grow old too fast.
Is that why you're still on Earth?
Yeah, I couldn't pass the medical. Anyway, I kind of like it here.
I was confused why he had a bunch of old age makeup on. See all the crinkles?
Hi, Roy.
Gosh, you really got some nice toys.
So I realize now that there are 4 that we knew about. 2 that got killed the other night, and these 2.
How about some breakfast?
This movie got sexy. Everyone got real horny.
No. Tonight takes Queen. See? Won't do it.
I always wanted to be really good at chess, you guys.
Next is 6. Ah, I knew it. Because I do genetic design work for the Terrell Corporation. There's some of me in you.
Oh, we know.
I think, Sebastian. Therefore I am.
Very good, Briss. Now show me why.
Yeah, do a backflip again.
We've got a lot in common.
What do you mean?
Similar problems.
Accelerated decrepitude.
Oh. Is that why they're there?
I've only beaten him once in chess. He's a genius.
Maybe he could help.
I'd be happy to mention it to him.
They're here because they don't like the 4-year rule, right?
Will you help us?
It's one way to hug.
I can't.
We need you, Sebastian. You're our best and only friend.
She looks like Sarah Paulson in American Horror Story. Oh, I don't trust those f***s. Okay, building or space station? I'm gonna ask it more officially. Please let me know. It's a building, right? Newfangled skyscraper?
Trade at...
Entry.
What can I do for you, Sebastian?
Here to see the dock.
Queen to bishop 6, check.
Queen to bishop
Special code?
6.
Or literally they're just playing chess. Loving all the candle work.
Knight takes queen.
Bishop to king 7, checkmate, I think.
He's like, I fucking told you.
I brought a friend.
Surprised you didn't come here sooner.
And the maker repair what he makes.
Would you like to be modified?
I'd like some Botox right here, please. A little bit of lip filler, but not much.
What seems to be the problem?
Death.
Afraid that's a little out of my jurisdiction.
I want more life, Father.
I wish he said daddy. Daddy would have been the best.
We've already tried it. Ethyl methane sulfonate is an alkylating agent, and the subject was dead before we left the table.
Then a repressor protein.
All of this is academic.
Oh, you're f***ed, buddy.
The light that burns twice as bright burns half as long, and you have burned so very, very brightly, Rod. Look at you.
Yeah, you look like f***ing Ken.
I've done questionable things.
Also extraordinary things.
Is it confession time? Right before you die? Cleanse your soul?
Nothing the god of biomechanics wouldn't let you in heaven.
Oh, evil. Guys, what is that? Go and break his neck. I can't look. I can't look. Way to go, Sebastian, you f***ing idiot. Okay, Draco Malfoy takes several seats. That doesn't do you any good. Now you're definitely not going to live longer. Did the girl not actually go with them? I guess she didn't.
Hey,
I hope all of these guys are in the sequel. All these friends.
Body identified with Tyrell as a 25-year-old male Caucasian.
I'm Deckard, Blade Runner.
How are they getting the levitating and the flying? I guess it's a set, like, built practically with some paintings in the background, I'm assuming. It's too clean if he just kills the last two. Like, what is gonna happen? It's the Island of Misfit Toys. Oh, you're trying, girly, but you're not succeeding. Jesus. that was a lot for me. Babe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One more left. You know, thank God the elevator still works. Now we just gotta get Draco Malfoy and we're good. I'll allow it as his goodbye. Miss. Swing and a miss.
Sporting to fire on an unarmed opponent. Come on.
What? Through the wall?
This is for Zora. This is for Pris. I'm right here, but you've got to shoot straight.
Whoa. Oh.
I'm going to give you a few seconds before I come.
Is that a glory hole joke? No, right? Okay, cool. I didn't think so. Gotta set those bones.
I can see you.
I'm so down. Coolest location ever. It's so cool. It's like decrepit and decaying, but like opulent at one point. Like just so cool. Handed finger stuff, man. It's intense.
You better get it up. I'm gonna have to kill you.
You better get it up? What is his dialogue?
That's hurt. That was irrational of you. Not to mention, unsportsmanlike.
It's a weirdo. Now he's just having fun. This is his prey because his lover's gone. The creator can't help him. So now he's got nothing to lose, right? So this is just fun for him. Oh, ouchies. Oh. Come on, bitch. We know you die. Let's fucking go. Getting impatient. What the? You have a dove? Oh, that's it. Harrison Ford's dead in this. Is the girl gonna come back and help him? Guy with the trampoline at the bottom? Why are you saving me?
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Okay.
All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
Is he just gonna kill himself?
You've done a man's job, sir. I guess you're through, huh? It's too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?
I was expecting to see the girl again in this movie. And what happened? We're not gonna see that either?
Rachel?
Rachel. Come on, girl. Let's go. Does he want to be the one to take Rachel out? Let me do it, babe. Oh. Okay, he runs away with Rachel?
Do you love me?
I love you.
I'm trying to set up the sequel for myself. Oh yeah, the origami. that a unicorn? Wait, remember he was dreaming about the unicorn?
That she won't live. But then again, who does?
Okay. Hey man, I wanted more answers. Oh, God. Okay, he runs away with Rachel off of Earth to find the unicorn? I desperately need to talk about this. Okay, Blade Runner from 1982. I have now freaking seen it. I really liked that. Not super critical of the movies on my channel. I mostly sort them into top tier films and then like everything else, which is just like, for the most part, fun for me. Like, I'm not super critical. If it's fun and fun enough, I'm fine. This one kind of belongs more in the upper echelon of things. It belongs way more in the top tier of things. So I'm trying to draw like a little bit of a separation for you. This is very well done. It does look incredible. I can't even believe that this was made in 1982. And I'm not making any concessions on effects there. Like, normally, like, okay, RoboCop looked awesome, but like, you know, we saw the stop motion, whatever. There's like nothing about this film that gives away when it was made, which is astonishing to me. Maybe I had a really cleaned up version, I don't know. I thought that the storytelling was so much fun and just so great. It is very simple. It was kind of shockingly simple. Thought there'd be more, thought there'd be a twist, thought he'd be a replicant. Kind of was like making the story more complicated in my brain. It ended up sort of just being take out the 4 replicants and a little bit like everyone really is just kind of desperate to live, whether you're a replicant or a human. And that guy at the end, the replicant who, the last one surviving, like he really just wanted to live, man. So I do wonder if I'm missing out on some sort of color on that. Like, was it biblical? Like he was like piercing his hand. I didn't really understand that. Yeah, like was this biblical? Like 4 people return to find their creator and the creator sort of like laughs in his face when he wants to keep living. I wrote down the blue tones were pretty in this movie. It was just very beautiful. I wrote down unicorn question mark because I was confused about that. Were they basically saying maybe his memories weren't his memories? Or I don't know what that was. I said the pacing was a 10 out of 10. Sometimes I blame it on my mood, but I didn't really feel the runtime of this. I mean, an hour 50 is still not bad, but I didn't really feel like I was sitting here for almost 2 hours. The flying looked insanely real. There wasn't even really like any moment where I was like, oh, that's blue screen. So I'm going to be really intrigued on how they did this. I'm wondering if there's source material. So like we have some research to freaking do. So right off the bat, I'm going to look at which awards this won. So this is nominated for Best Art Direction, Set Decoration, and Best Effects, Visual Effects. Okay, and then we'll just go straight to do the trivia. The famous shining eyes effect was achieved by using a technique known as the Schuften process. Light is bounced into the actors and actresses' eyes off a piece of half-mirrored glass mounted at a 45-degree angle to the camera. Oh, that's why that looked so good. It did not look CG'd. Whoa. When Daryl Hannah is running away from JF Sebastian, she skids into his car and smashes the window with her elbow. Oh, this was a genuine mistake caused by Hannah slipping on the wet ground. The glass wasn't breakaway glass. It was real, and Hannah chipped her elbow in 8 places. Oh. She still has the scar from the accident, as can be seen in Dangerous Days Making of Blade Runner. So there's a making of documentary of this movie. Very cool. Rutger Hauer came up with many inventive ideas for his characterization, like the moment where he grabs a fondless and fondles a dove. He improvised the now iconic line, "All those moments will be lost in time like tears in rain." Wow. Ridley Scott regards this movie as his most personal and complete movie. I was confused about the dove. What was that? Just like to make him seem evil and creepy? Whoa, the final scene was shot hours before the producers were due to take creative control away from Sir Ridley Scott. What the hell? He was supposed to like lose his directing powers? Oh, okay. It does have a source novel. Yup. The creatures in Philip K. Dick's source writing they're called androids or Andes. Movie abandoned these terms, fearing they would sound comical spoken on screen. Replicants came from screenwriter David Webb People's daughter Risa, who was studying microbiology and biochemistry. In the original novel, animals were virtually extinct, something that this movie only addresses in very subtle ways. So Rutger Hauer felt that just prior to his death, the monologue was too technical. It had no bearing to the film and referred to locations with which the audience would be unfamiliar. This didn't help create any dramatic impact in the scene. The night before filming, without Ridley Scott's knowledge, Howard removed much of the monologue, kept pieces he liked, and then added the last 2 lines, "All these moments will be lost in time like tears in rain, time to die." After they finished filming the scene with Howard's version, the crew members applauded and some of them were moved to tears. Cool. Philip K. Dick only saw, so the source material writer only saw the opening 20 minutes of footage prior to his death. He was extremely impressed and had been quoted by Paul Salmon saying, "It was my own interior world, they caught it perfectly." Whoa, I didn't know this. For many years, Harrison Ford refused to talk about the movie, but later on he reconciled with Ridley Scott and made peace with this movie. Interesting. I guess it was a really grueling shoot is what I'm gathering from the trivia, and there were many arguments with Scott. Okay, so the cut I just watched, the final cut, was released in 2007, and it's Ridley Scott's favorite version of the movie. Whoa. So back in 82, you guys did not see this version. Ridley Scott's first cut ran 4 hours, classic. And then when they started cutting, they added voiceover. So I saw the version with no voiceover. Movie suffered at the box office because it opened the same time as E.T. and the Thing. The opening shot was Hades. That's what that was. Hades landscape in the opening shot. So it was the Futurescape Los Angeles. Okay, so that was LA, future LA. There are a total of 3 origami creatures made by Gaff. The first is a chicken, makes from plain paper, while Harrison Ford is trying to chicken out. Second is a man, which he makes use of, yep, we saw that, a burning man. And the third is a silver unicorn, which he makes outside Decker's apartment while deciding whether to kill Rachel. Later, when arriving on the rooftop after Roy dies, Gaff says to Deckard that it's over, inferring that all 5 replicants, including Rachel, were dead. Instead of killing her, Gaff decides to let Deckard pursue his dream, symbolized by the third origami creation, a unicorn made not from paper but from silver foil. The dream is both allegorical and real. Okay, this is the answers I'm looking for. It's a dream. He actually does dream of a unicorn. An unanswered question in this movie is that of whether Deckard is human or otherwise. Rachel asks him if he'd ever taken the Void Kampf test, and his lack of response might be taken as a no. So they do want you questioning whether Deckard is a replicant. There are only 90 visual effects shots in the entire movie in every version. Most were done with elaborate miniatures, yes, or matte paintings. The detailed paintings were carefully composted into already filmed live-action shots in order to add buildings or cityscapes. The combined shot would then have to be filmed again to get the desired effect, but during the exposure of the film, the colors would often change a bit. Matte painters therefore had the difficult task of taking this color shift into account when making the paintings. Interesting. Elaborate miniatures or matte paintings, and there are 90 visual effects shots. The trivia for this is off the chain. Whoa. If anything I've learned from the trivia section, it was that this movie was kind of rough to make because Ridley Scott was... Apparently he wasn't used to working with American crews, so there was like a lot of stylistic issues. But, okay. I feel really good about that. You're going to have to let me know if you know anything about the effects or what I'd be missing, or you've seen the documentary from 2007. So you've now seen my reaction to Blade Runner from 1982. Now I want to hear from you. Where were you when you first saw Blade Runner? Did you catch it in theaters? Was it your number one choice? Like, did you go before E.T.? Or were you like E.T. first, The Thing second, Blade Runner third? Did you catch this at home? What do you think? I think it feels like a movie ahead of its time. I'm really excited for the sequel, so please no spoilers down below. If you want more from me, link in the description box below for my Patreon. Other ways to support me below. If you like the look, don't forget to check out my Amazon storefront. And if you like the music I use, give Epidemic Sound a shot. But you guys know the drill. On that note, I'm gonna go eat.